Yesterday it all seemed so hopeless. Now I can see your hand in everything. All the little details falling into place. It's a God thing. Oh, I love to see you move, eyes wide open, watching you prove that there's no other God like you. Oh, I love to see you move. Oh, I am taken back by the moment, the slow revealing of your mystery, how the pieces fit together perfectly is amazing to me. And I love to see you move, eyes wide open, watching you prove that there's no other God like you. No, oh, I love to see you move. Oh, your silver thread of sovereignty runs in and out of time as you bend and weave the circumstance to make it turn out right. Oh, I love to see you move, eyes wide open, watching you prove that there's no other God like you. Oh, I love to see you move. Oh, I love to see you move. I love that song. When I first had that idea for this song, I fleshed out some of it, but I didn't have, I couldn't finish it, and I wanted somebody else to bring what they had to the whole project. And I got to write this song with Lindsey. And I was absolutely thrilled about that because ever since I was old enough to be in the adult choir at church, I had been reading his name on church music. So he was famous to me, and now, I know him and I got to collaborate with him on this song. And I mean, he can write lyrics in his sleep. So that was so great. And the idea for this song came about because, we have a saying that whenever we see something that happens that only God could do, we say, oh, it's such a God thing. It's a neat God story. And I wanted to write a song about that because I just love when that kind of stuff happens. And some people might call it coincidence or whatever, but let me tell you what. I started writing down these little coincidences that aren't coincidence, and there's too many of them. I just know when the Lord's working. I can feel it. I can hear it. It just feels like his power is just right there, and he's making this circumstance or this situation turn around or turn into what he intended it to be. And I love that. I love that. Right now, we are in a situation in this pandemic where, people people have needs. They've lost jobs, they're not working, people are hungry and they can't get food where they normally would. And I'm involved with a ministry called Rahab, and I lead worship for women at the drop-in house. I'm not allowed to go right now because everything's shut down, but my friends are there, And people have donated all kinds of stuff, and they are taking them out to the streets. And they have story after story of these opportunities that God is giving them to meet with people because these people are needy. And they come in with food and supplies, and these people are just amazed, and they get to tell them about Jesus. Their bellies are being full, and their spirit is being filled with the truth of who they are in God's eyes. And I listened to some of these stories today, and it's amazing. You know, one of them was about the table with all the supplies and food and everything was kind of empty. And there was just like one can of beans there and a few other things. And one of my friends, Debbie, prayed, Lord, we will stop delivering food when this table's empty, completely empty. But until then, and about that time, a huge shipment came in. Another time they were praying for milk. People needed milk and, yogurt and cheese and things like that. They had canned goods and dry goods, but they didn't have like something fresh to give people. And they no sooner got done praying than the phone rang, and a local milk company wanted to donate a semi-load of dairy products. Amazing. That's a God thing. Another story was of them going through and just meeting with people, and this little boy came up and he said, my brother's birthday is in a few days. Do you think we could get some chips? And they didn't have anything right then, but a few days later, a snack company called and wanted to donate all kinds of snacks. Cartons and cartons and cartons of chips. And they remembered this little boy. And they took a couple cartons and wrote happy birthday on there and put balloons on it and everything. And they went out and they found his house and they gave him some chips. Probably like 100 packages of chips. I don't even know. But this house has a grandmother that lives in it that kind of keeps tabs on the neighborhood. She makes sure people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. She makes sure everybody's fed. And the Lord knew that, and He knows that. He sees these people, and He answers these prayers. And there was another situation where they gave somebody food, and this woman said, I had just been praying for this. And she kept going, Jesus is real. Jesus is real. I love stories like that. I could be worrying about every evil scheme that could be taking place. I could be having anxiety over how the devil's working right now, or how, people are acting out of evil motives and all that. And I almost did. But you know what? I thought, I am not going to surrender the peace that God has given me right now for that. I want to watch where He's moving. I want to see what He is doing. Psalm 89:13 says, your arm is endued with power. Your hand is strong and your right hand is exalted. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Love and faithfulness go before you. Blessed are those who have learned to acclaim you, who walk in the light of your presence, O Lord. Another verse that is very familiar to me is, in all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. Usually we focus on we want the Lord to direct our paths. But the acknowledging that God is there, He's moving, He's doing things. And I don't know about you, but I want to be on board. I want to be where God's moving. I love, 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 love to see Him move. Thanks for watching. Bye.